Shrimp gyoza. The amount of filling is regulated only by you, one else. How I love this cuisine, huh? For these flavors. Friends, hello everyone. If you can see and hear me, of course, you are on the Ivlev Chef channel. So we have Siberian, Ural, and homemade dumplings. Where did it all come from? From China. Some things even came from Japan, further than China. What am I getting at? What are dim sums? They are accordingly in the form of little dumplings, which we love, and this also includes gyoza. Gyoza are Japanese dumplings, like these angular semicircular ones, which have different fillings inside, meat, shrimp, and so on. They have certain features. One part should be fried, the other part should be boiled. In short, everything is done step by step slowly, because now I will be cooking gyoza for you. Gyoza with shrimp. First of all, of course, many are wondering, how will you make the dough? And won't argue, I won't make the dough at all. Gyoza dough is actually sold. Here is such dough, here are such little circles. Thin, thin, thin. I am sure that first of all, you don't need to make them yourself, and secondly, I am 1,000,000% sure that you won't be able to do it. And if you do make them, they will be, I don't know, some homemade dumplings, because very few can roll it out that thin. I've tried this even in my Hell's Chef projects and much, much more. It's best to lie about factory-made products. We take phyllo dough, we take puff pastry, we take spring roll dough, even ready-made pancake dough, even ready-made dough for kinkali. So much that is available in stores now. But while some types of dough have just appeared, gyoza dough has been around for a long time. They are sold in different packages. And by the way, you can also use wonton dough, which is also small little mixes. The dough, as I already said, is usually sold in the section where frozen dough is, because it is only stored in frozen form. In such a thawed state, it doesn't last long, but the most important thing is, of course, not the dough, but the filling, which is very important. So, first of all, we need shrimp. I recommend buying already peeled shrimp. In stores, there are already peeled tiger shrimp available. That's it. You thawed them, removed the moisture, and chop them. I can already anticipate the question, who will say, Chef, can we grind them through a meat grinder? Yes, basically you can. Why not? You can do everything, guys. First and foremost, you do it the way you think is right. For example, I released a book called When It's Delicious, It's Delicious. In it, I used illustrations as the basis, not photographs. Why? Because for many who are subscribed to me, what makes you even more delicious, vibrant, powerful, and professional? You are not interested in presentation. You are interested in the cooking method and what ingredients are included in a particular dish. Then you still start doing it yourself. I have been observing you for quite some time, and I often repost when you make a dish using my recipe, and I see that for you, that is not the main thing. The main thing for you is the understanding of the technology. On one hand, you can of course grind it through a meat grinder. There's nothing scary about that. On the other hand, I like it in the style of a rillette. Here, when we chop, we get a very fine part, yes, almost into dust, as we call it. And sometimes pieces get in, especially when it's chicken or shrimp. Well, that's nice. It adds a very bright, good, delicious sweetness. It is best to use tiger shrimp. Do not recommend using pink shrimp in the style of Magadan shrimp. This is the whole story that is already prepared. We will be doing heat treatment. And of course, the more protein is cooked, the drier it becomes rubbery, and it's not tasty. Finely chopped shrimp. And of course, a small amount of green onions. So now a very important component is napa cabbage. By the way, you have been asking me for a long time to make kimchi, but to be honest, won't do it. Not my kitchen, not my thing at all. I don't know, I don't like kimchi. Tried it 1,000,000 times, I don't understand any pleasure in it. I'm not saying that it's some kind of bad or tasteless dish. No, not at all. It's just simply not my thing. Napa cabbage. We chop the light crumbs very finely, consistently, and evenly. To ensure that no ingredient stands out, I take garlic and grate it so that it becomes exactly like a puree. You can actually use dried garlic. Of course, ginger as well. Peel the ginger and be careful. First of all, it's a very healthy ingredient, but if you add too much ginger, it will become bitter. Add just as much as you like, however you want. Now the most interesting part begins. Let's go with the spices. First of all, we add vegetable oil without hesitation. This won't make the filling worse, a small amount of sesame oil. But again, yes, use very good sesame oil, oyster sauce. Add it, but with an understanding of what you are doing. Soy sauce, 100% understanding. You can't overdo it, otherwise the whole mixture will darken. And then you will have not shrimp filling, but some strange, fried shrimp. Paprika. Well, of course, hot Tabasco. Something spicy, powerful, and bright. I will, accordingly, add a small amount of Worcestershire sauce. We mix the filling very, very well. We'll tell you in advance, friends, that this is a very good accompaniment to cutlets, a la lula. Considering that we added a large amount of various oils and sauces, like oyster sauce, as well as soy sauce, I don't need salt here. We are already on a historical path of development. The mixture is uniform. The mixture is ready. Now a very small moment. Attention, I am taking the frying pan. Find a lid for the frying pan so that there is accordingly a lid because we will be cooking here. Small amount of vegetable oil. I add a drop of sesame oil and add water. The water should completely cover the bottom. Now everything is very, very simple. We take the dough. Gyoza, they are like delicious dumplings all twisted and wrapped up. But I don't want to make them like that. I don't want to do what everyone else does. So I want to make them closer to dim sum, let's say. Here I take the filling and place it in the center of the dough. I turn on the stove so that the water accordingly boils. For this, I want to do it like this. I want to make them like this. Won't even close them. These will be my gyoza. They look more like wontons, more like dim sum. The most important thing is us. The most important thing is that we like it. I lightly grease it. Here I do it like this. Here I turn it like that. Well, what's the big deal, right? Everyone likes gyoza, but no one knows how to make them. The devil isn't scary, even if he has many heads, like a Japanese or Chinese dragon. Ah, the oil is starting to flatter. They are not ready yet. Wait! The amount of filling is regulated only by you and no one else. Add as much as you like, as you want. I always believe that everything should be in moderation. If you're ready, then I'm also ready for cooking. So, there's nothing highly ingenious here, just dumplings. We lay them here. A very important point. All the moisture will evaporate, and gyoza are famous for having one side. It should be fried. That's why I added a certain amount of oil, so that after evaporation, there would be something to fry on. In order not to mess up my kitchen, as people say, I simply take it and cover it now. Voila. We cook, but in this case, until the moisture is gone. That's about 4, at most 5 minutes. Well, my friends, what's next? And the next step is very, very simple. A large amount of soy sauce. Voila, our gyoza is ready. Welcome. Everything is ready. Enjoy your meal. How I love this cuisine. For these flavors. Be sure to leave your comments. I'm sure you'll like it. Bye-bye. See you soon.